Good morning, people. A sip of coffee. Wow, not too shabby. Okay, here we are. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, April 17th, 2024. It is about 6 o'clock in the morning here in southwestern Nevada. Probably a beautiful day. Can't really tell though. My name is Edward Bevilacqua. This is Department of Career Services, where our goal is simple. It's to help you on your journey through life. That is correct. And we do it in two fundamental ways. And then there's a lot of subparts of those. But number one is we provide you with tools and we help you use the tools so that you can progress through your journey through life in the best possible way. You can, when it's over, the goal would be when it's over, you say, I fought the good fight, I ran the good race, I did the best I could, etc., etc. Good morning, what a bevy. What a bevy. I don't know, you tell me. So that's one fundamental way, is we provide you tools, we show you how to use the tools, or we help you learn to use the tools. Morning, Mitch. Good morning. And number two, we help you replace habits with better habits. That's it. That's the secret. The secret. Replace habits with better habits. That's it. That's all you have to do. So we help you learn to do that, and we help you do it through having an idea, plan, routine, repetition. That's what it takes to have a habit. You have to have you don't actually have to have a plan. You just do the same thing over and over again, and it becomes a routine, and repetition is doing it over and over again, and then you'll have a habit. In fact, that's probably how most habits are created, is just through repetition. You didn't actually have a plan to do that. So, but we're here to help you have better habits. That's it. And watching it every day is a routine. Repetition becomes a habit. And ultimately it gets to the point where if you don't do it, you feel, you feel bad. Something's not right. Think about people who go jogging every day or do something every day. When they don't do it, it's like, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Or you have your morning cup of coffee and you don't. Something's not right today. I'm missing something. Yeah, habit. Okay, so all we want to do is replace habits with better habits. Get as many things as we can possibly do to be non-conscious behavior, because that's what a habit is. All right, so moving right along. Today is Wednesday, and that means it's our Volunteers Breakfast Day. And the meme of today, what is a meme, people? A meme is an idea that spreads from brain to brain. Why do we care? Why do we care what a meme is? Because we want serious people to take us seriously. We want to know stuff. First law of power. Okay, but today's meme, idea that spreads from brain to brain, is, what if you aren't just 30 trillion cells? What if you're not just 30 trillion cells that don't know who you are and they don't care who you are? Right? Okay, so what is the human body made up of? Cells. Right. And so I did a thing today. I said, okay, Google. I had to say it quietly because I didn't want Google to respond. How many cells in the human body? It's average adult male, 38 trillion, average adult male. Female, like 20 something, kid, 10-year-old kid, some other number. So let's just say 30 trillion cells. That's 30 with 12 zeros after it. What if we aren't just that. Right. So are we just a collection of cells? And the answer to that question can be found down below in the motivational video today. Spitzer. I'm going to change that to Spitzer, SJ. Spitzer, the soul. So he talks about the soul, evidence, scientific evidence that we have a soul. Aha. What if we do have a soul? Then that would mean there is a transcendental life. Right. If we have a soul, there's a transcendental life. That means the people who interpret John 14:6 narrowly, focusing on the I am versus the way, the truth, and the life, what that equals, they're mistaken. Because that means if you interpret John 14:6 the way typical Protestant Christians interpret it, meaning if you're not my version of Christian, you're not really saved. You have to be not just Christian, you have to be what I believe. You have to be what I believe. So unless you're that, you're not saved. Well, that would ultimately mean unless you're that, you don't have a soul. And of course, that argument, it goes flat, right? Say Hindus, Buddhists don't have a soul. We have a soul, but they don't have a soul. Nope. Doesn't wash. Or that you could say, well, okay, great, they have a soul, but they're not going to heaven. Okay. We'll save that for G School, but for our purposes today, why would we care? This is during the week. This is in G School. Why would we care if we're not just 30 trillion cells? Right? Okay, that's the question. So we have the let's see, what is the word that starts with T? That's a positive word to describe the three people, Wadabevi, Mitch, and Matt, who are on here. What do we use to describe them? Not the triumphant trio. How about that? It's the triumphant trio. Well, maybe we can think of something a little bit more clever, but positive, not negative. So I know Matt's first reaction is probably something negative. Okay, let's go positive. Let's go positive. What if we aren't just a collection of cells that somehow they don't know each other, they don't care who they are? What if we are not that? Okay, Matt says Trinity. That is 3. Now what would be a adjective? Right? Adjective to describe those 3. The terrific Trinity. That starts with T. Let's okay. The timely 3. Okay, that's a TT. 3 T's are better than 2, which is kind of like 2 Eds are better than 1, right? See, there he went negative. Only took 32 seconds. So the thing, Matt, is not negative. Okay, so we have our volunteers breakfast day. Let's talk about that for a second. So, Mitch, do you think I'm going to have to pick anybody up? Oh, wait, I do. We do, yeah. Now the question is, do I have to pick anybody up? And we have now 4 women. I guess the 4 women can go with Carla. The 3 women can go with Carla. And I will be there about 7:30 to pick up the Matt. No, not Matt. Not Matt. Pick up. It would be good if Matt could go one day, but he has to be Matt has to do 2 things in order to go. Well, 3 things. So we've got Mitch, Isaiah, and Frankie. So I will pick you 3 guys up at about 7:30. All right. All right. All right. And let's see what else. Regarding breakfast eggs, are they boiled? The simple thing is if you boil them for 12 minutes and put them in ice immediately after that. The ice is the key. Get them to stop cooking. Right? Now you could do it the other way. Your way would be boil the water, put them in the water, turn the water off, and let them sit there until the water gets back to neutral or room temperature. That would do it. But it wouldn't be to water, turn off the energy, turn off the heat, and then put it in cold water. That's what happened last time. They didn't keep cooking. The ice water is to get them to immediately stop cooking, lock in what it is. All right, so we're at 11 minutes. Anything else we need to talk about regarding today? How are things back there? Wata Bevi? As we're waiting for your answer, we'll answer the question, what if we're not just 30 trillion cells who don't know who you are and who don't know who we are and don't care who we are? What are we? What are we if we're not just 30 trillion cells who don't know who we are and don't care who we are, but the cells work together to present this life where we can have ideas? And one of the things in the motivational video as an evidence that we're not just 30 trillion cells is not only do we have the ability to be aware of what's going on, we have the ability to be aware that we are aware. I'm having this conversation right now, and I'm noticing that I'm having this conversation right now. And then you can take that down another level. I'm noticing that I'm having this conversation, or I'm thinking these things right now. And then he gets into the physics of that. Father Spitzer gets into the physics of that, and it becomes pretty interesting. So definitely worth watching. Okay, so big day today. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock at Honeysuckle, big, most important meeting so far. So we will have PNP lieutenant and a specialist from Las Vegas there. We'll have a captain from the sheriff's department there. People from the Diana State or from the state will be there. So big meeting. We will be coming over to a beautiful, brighter beginning after that. So we really need the places clean. We need the floor. We need the floors mopped. Probably have to get some spick and span, maybe one of those sponge mops unless there is a mop. The key to mopping floors is water, not soap. If you use too much soap, the floor gets dirty quickly because the soap does its thing and it collects dirt. And so that's kind of my hunch. So we need those done. We probably need, we're going to need to get 1411 done also, because we can't show them into 1413. They're going to go through and they're going to go through the rooms. We'll talk about other stuff, but we're at 14 minutes in. Thank you everyone for being there, helping with the routine. Hopefully you're getting to the stage. I know I'm well into the stage of I have to do this every morning. It's just part of my routine. Have to get up, have to do these things every morning, rain or shine, no matter how late I got to sleep or how early I got to sleep. got to get this thing done because it's just part of the routine, part of it, etc. And we can say, we few, we happy few, we band of brothers, right? That is from what? What is that from? Wadabevi? We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he who sheds his blood with me this day shall be my brother, be he never so vile. What is that from? Beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop. How about if we are marked to die, we're now enough to do our country lost. But if to live, the fewer men, the greater share of honor. Let's see, IDK, but you quote it. Correct. Crispin, say Crispin's speech. Shakespeare, it's in our book, which we need to get copies of. We need to get a new cover for that one too. Big Lebowski. Okay, let's say goodbye, everybody. Go out and have a good day. Make something happen. Make something happen. Okay, and we'll say Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen.